Hello! Today I wanted to make a quick video on marketing. I get asked this question randomly, like, how do you market yourself? And this question kind of makes me uncomfortable because I'm not actually sure how to answer it correctly, but I will answer it from my brain and maybe it will help someone else. I personally don't even think I'm the best at marketing myself. I struggle with like having a brand and an image because as an artist I'm always kind of like doing whatever I want, and even though crochet is like my main medium, it's not the only thing I do, and I don't just make one thing, I make as many things as possible. So it was really hard for me personally to brand myself and have a style, you know, like an aesthetic. And I'm not good at photography or editing pictures and making things look cohesive anyways. But I will give tips based on stuff I've tried and based on things I've seen. One thing for certain is if you are going to have a business, you need a social media that is all about your business. I've seen so many crocheters, a lot of the crocheters who actually ask me for like, how do you make more sales? You know, like how do I, you know, get more customers and blah blah blah. A lot of those crocheters don't even have their own pages. They mix their products with like personal stuff. You know, like selfies and family and cats and dogs, and then, you know, like crochet here and there. Now, you can do this and be successful, but you have to do it. I feel like the personal side should definitely come later. You know, all business first. You know, get people's attention, because if you have like 5 pictures of yourself and then, you know, like you went out to drink and then like here's a picture of your family. Oh, and here, by the way, you're also selling a top. People are barely going to see the top post. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, this is just something you do on the side. I think that you should never give the impression that this is just a side hustle for you and you don't really need the money. Because a lot of the people who actually want to support your business think you're doing it to make money. You know, like they think that you need it and it's your sole income, blah, blah, blah. It's not like you have to lie or anything. It's just if you are trying to really market the business side of you, you want to show people just that. So basically, long story short, too late. Make an Instagram, a Twitter, Facebook. I don't like Facebook, but something like that. That is solely only crochet or whatever you do. Like that is all that's going to be on there for a while. You can have, you know, like a meet the maker kind of post, things that are like that, but everything should kind of circulate around your business until you have a strong enough following where you can maybe implement more of your personality on there. But people have to know that this is your page that people go to see your art, and they see what you're selling. On Twitter, it's a lot easier to get away with having a personality, because people don't want to just, you know, hear you be a robotic advertising machine. You can get on there and discuss, you know, current events and things like that. I'm saying from a purely like portfolio kind of thing, like something like Instagram should just mostly be your work page, you know, your business page, if that makes sense. If you're like me and you struggle having an aesthetic and defining your brand, what I'd like to do is cheat by using colors. Now, I don't do this as much anymore. I do it on certain other Instagrams. I have 6, but I will create a color scheme. Like, so, you know, if I want my page to look interesting, I'll just do like all red things. You know, all red things. It could be like red, these yoga socks I made, a red cardigan, you know, red top, you know, all different crochet pieces, but all red. And so it kind of makes the page look really interesting, like, oh wow, all red. And then I'll change it to all orange and then yellow. You know, I'll do the whole rainbow. You can kind of see an example of me trying to do this on my backup Instagram, which is Eurythmics Baby. Another tip that I learned is to try to get lots of customer photos. I don't really like begging people for photos because I feel weird asking, send me a photo. You know, I just kind of wait for people to send me stuff. I mean, I could be more aggressive about that, but I'm kind of fake shy. So, yeah, collect customer photos and put them all in one place that everybody can see them. It could be a highlight on your Instagram page, or you could just have a whole page dedicated to customer photos. I have both. I personally prefer the second Instagram option. I just think it looks really cool. And then you can direct people there, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'd love to see this on a different size, because I usually model all of my own stuff. So I'd be like, yeah, you can on my other page where all my customer photos are. you know, because my main page is my page. It's my portfolio of all my stuff. You know what I mean? But you definitely want to have a place where people can go to see customers and kind of get an idea of how the customer wore and styled the top and things like that. You know, it's another way to market because then people can also see your customer base. You know, what type of people are buying your products and where are they using them at? You know, where are they wearing them to? I think that's a good idea. Another thing is, I've said this before in another video, but to help market yourself with new customers is to have like a rolling coupon or a coupon that kind of can be used at all any time. Mine is my 25% off for first time customers, and it's at the top of my website. It's a banner, you know. You use a certain code, welcome25, gets you 25% off, rhythmic.com, you know. And that can kind of help, you know, like people want to try out your business, you know, and then you can spread the words. Like how I do it is kind of say like, hey, if you're not familiar with handmade clothing and you want to give it a try, you know, please take 25% off your first order to see how it is, you know, see how you like it. I also tell people that I resize tops for free because I do, because I know that's another issue. People are like hesitant. They're like, oh, are you sure this is gonna fit me? I'm like, I kind of have an idea it might, you know. And if they don't believe you, you can say, well, you know, I do free resizes, so you know it's not really a risk for you because no matter what, if it doesn't fit, I will fix it. And I wouldn't offer that unless you know that you can change the size or you can afford to change the size. I personally can because I rarely have to actually resize clothing, so I don't mind doing it for free, which I'm really grateful for. Another really fun way to market your business is to have giveaways or like kind of like random contests. I personally like to do giveaways. If you're gonna do a giveaway, you know, to like help spread the word about your business, offer something that is affordable for you. Maybe something pre-made. You know, most of my giveaways are for custom-made things because they grab the most attention. Because anybody can participate if it's custom. You know, it can fit any size. I mean, I make clothing. You know, or if it's earrings. You know, like I said before in a previous video, most earrings are one size fits all unless you don't have your ears pierced. But yeah, having a giveaway is definitely a great way to spread the word about your business. Make art friends is a great way because if you are on a social platform, they can help shout you out and, you know, help retweet your work. I personally do not do any like art groups or those retweet groups on Twitter and like those follow for follow like things on Instagram. Those do not work. That is not what I'm talking about at all when I'm talking about art friends. They might work like 5%, but in my experience, they don't work at all, and it kind of looks a certain way. Not to be insulting, but like, it just looks phony in the sense that it's not organic growth. Like, sure, I'm sure that some of the people who find you will like want to support your business, but I think there are other ways to do it. By art friends, try to make art friends organically. There are definitely going to be people who will want to work with you and collab, but I just feel like the more people you meet, the more chances you have of them shouting you out or like sharing your art on their platform. I personally, like, I'm really weird about this because I think it's great to work with people. I don't like to work with people at all, and it's nothing personal. It's like all about how I process things, and I don't process things in a way that allows me to work with other people because the way my moods work is that I just will all of a sudden not want to. So I don't put myself in the situation as much as it, like, the idea sounds nice to work with someone else and collab, but then I really just don't because I really love doing whatever I want, and if I want to change my mind as soon as I start something, that's happening. You know, and I don't want to drag anyone down into the mud with me. Like, what you said? Like, why would you? It's just not worth either of our times. But if you're not like that at all, definitely work with other people. Because I'm not like this, how I compensate is by sharing other people's work. I only do this when I genuinely like something or someone asks me and I'm in a good mood. I do not like when people ask me to share their work because I really value being honest, and I don't like to share anything that I wouldn't personally buy or am personally like attracted to, because then it changes kind of like my business. Then I'm like this phony person. It's weird concept, but I think you might be able to understand where I'm coming from. If you are like me in that sense where it's really hard for you to work with other people, just, you know, just get out there and search the internet. Find artists you like and retweet them, and and like their photos, and maybe they will notice you too. The more you kind of put yourself out there in different ways, the more opportunities you have to kind of create these moments of socializing that can help with expanding your own art brand, basically. Yeah, I do a very lazy method of it. So if you definitely probably collab instead. You probably will go the distance a lot faster than I have. Another important thing to market your business is to make business cards. Something I have not had for about a year now. Make some business cards and put them in every order that you sell. Put them in restaurants that sometimes restaurants will have business card places and stuff like that. Put them in bathrooms, wherever you can think. I gave business cards to my mom. I gave her like 100 business cards. I don't know where they are now, but maybe people that have had those business cards have shopped for me. I'll never know. I don't have business cards now because I just don't have them, and I should get some. On TikTok now. That's another fun way to market your business, especially if you're an artist, because you can kind of show like little tidbits of the process and then the final thing, and like a short, fun 15-second video. And that can definitely capture other people's attention. Obviously, things like photographs and advertising like that, like traditional methods, work. But I think in this day and age, your best bet is to just have fun and be really experimental with how you market yourself. Pitch yourself out there, put your product out there and put your personality out there. Trying to find a way to mesh the two. I'm trying. It's super hard. I do not personally like to put my personality on the internet because I'm a private person, honestly. But I have made more leaps to do that because I'm getting really claustrophobic with myself. I should share myself with the world. But that's why I started doing Twitch, so that I could put more of my personality on there. I don't feel like my YouTube videos have reached that point where I'm like showing me, but definitely my gaming videos probably the most is more like me, but me talking face to face like this about stuff I don't care about. Like, I don't care about marketing strategies, advertising. I just do things, I try to do things smartly, but I don't like talking about actual business. It's kind of funny and kind of ironic, but I like to just work on my art. I don't like to talk about it. Even when I go to people I haven't seen, like, oh yeah, how's your art going, and blah blah blah. I hate talking about it because I don't want to talk about work. I want to just work. I just want to do the thing. I don't like to discuss it. So I hope these videos are helpful. Thanks for watching.